YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how the Kickstarter is being ran. Today is a special Fiverr episode, which means someone clicked on that link down below and paid for me to check out their project. So today I'm very excited to be checking out the 63rd most popular game on all of tabletop games right now. That is Langskip, a travel-sized bluffing game where you use the power of the gods to compete, ... So I'm seeing, it's really tiny to read, but it's 2 to 4 players, 20 to 30 minutes, ages 8+. I'd like to see that a bit bigger. I know when I click on this main image, it's going to look way bigger when I get to the page, but right now it's kind of hard to read. Day 4 of 9. Now, I don't quite know. I haven't done really many studies. What do you think about it when they have the day up there? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to make that into a poll. Does that get you excited, more excited, less excited, the same amount of excited? It makes me think that there's going to be something that I need to check back every single day, which hopefully is the case. I see a little bit of the artwork. I see a little bit of the board. Once again, I'd like this to be zoomed in just a smidge bit. But it's already funded, $2,311. 5 days left to go. So let's check it out. As always, so it's 63rd, which means right now it needs a shot in the arm when it comes to tickling those Kickstarter algorithms. So in particular, I'm hoping the updates in the comments, we need to check the updates to see if we're getting people engaged. Because 63rd, it's really unlikely anyone's just going to stumble on down to the 63rd lowest game and find you, which means, you know, you have to be marketing this elsewhere well. But I see this, and yeah, I see the size box. I think that's going to be a smaller size box. I know it's a travel size, but hopefully somewhere later on it's very clear and obvious what we're getting here. And okay, so it looks like we got a little tug of rope style aspect here, some cards with text. I like the front image. I'm not against it. As always, when I go into the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Hopefully you can convince me of at least one of those right now. Let's go. This is odd. This is so odd.
A long time ago,
what?
Misfortune befell 4 Vikings that fell honorably in battle. The guardians of the afterlife, the Valkyries, had made a mistake. These warriors found themselves washed up on the shores of Helheim, not dining in the golden halls of Valhalla like they were promised. Convinced that there must have been some mistake, they did what they knew best. They set sail. They began their journey through the realms. The treacherous trails of Helheim, Jotunheim, and Muspelheim all lay in front of them before reaching the Rainbow Bridge.
Okay, I like this. I like when you're showing me the board, showing me the components, giving me an idea of what I'm doing while you're talking to me about it. But for the first minute, you really weren't. We had the guy setting it up, and then we focused on the theme for a while. And I don't know if that's the way to go. That's one of those things I like about GameFound. They can tell you exactly when people stopped watching your video, whereas with Kickstarter, they do not do that. But I'm just wondering if maybe that first minute, it didn't grab me. It wasn't captivating. Nothing, like, I feel like you need to mention at least a little bit more of what kind of game it is, maybe? I saw the components, which were nice.
Of Asgard. The frostbitten air and molten rock couldn't dent their courage. But what tarnished their honorability was a familiar cackle at twilight.
I see why they're spotlighting the artwork, though. I feel like the artwork is just objectionably good, and I know that's a very subjective thing, but I think that's objectionably good artwork. Like, and especially if you like that style. Like, I personally really like that artwork. You know, it's cartoony, it's silly, and when you do artwork like this, you can do things like make a guy frozen in a capsule of ice. Because think about it, if this was a very serious art style, that would be a much different picture. So I like the fact they're spotlighting the light, the silly, the artwork here a little bit. That's good.
At twilight, as they slept, Loki, the god of mischief,
More theme.
whispered corrosive thoughts into their dreams. He would say, "They lie about your misdeeds to the Allfather.
I think this is way too much
diminishing
theme.
your chance of entering Valhalla." After that night, the journey had...
The stuffed animal. Okay. Like, I'm liking the cute little comedic touches. I like the art style. I just think we're leaning way too hard in the theme right here.
changed. It was no longer about redemption. It was about survival. The Vikings would pray falsely to the gods for help.
See, and when you go for that dramatic turn, you're like, it was about survival! And the first card I see is, move 1. It's just like, there's a disconnect there. I get you're going for the theme, but I don't know if that's the route with like a travel-sized, almost micro bluffing game. You know, when I think of micro games and travel-sized games, I don't think, oh, the theme on Love Letter came across so well. You know, it's just, I think maybe you lean more a bit into the artwork and the mechanics, maybe.
Help.
Because I still, like, what are we doing? I think it's a tug of war.
And when aid was granted, Loki's hold on them became more vigorous. However, the others would catch them on their falsehood, and the gentle hand of Frigg would protect them from Loki and his mischief. This continued until the first Viking burst through the halls of Asgard.
What?
Sorry, wrong room.
that was great. But how many people are getting there? Like the sense of humor in the artwork, I would be leaning more into along with the gameplay, a little less on the theme.
It's the story of your redemption. This is your journey of Langskip.
And maybe if I knew more about Langskip, it would matter more. I think that there was a little bit, you know what? A little bit. I think there was way too much theme there for what the game is. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm very interested to know what other people think. But I think 2 minutes and 24 seconds for a shorter game. Well, I guess it is 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, I thought you said it was really short. Travel size. So it's not a micro game. It's a travel size game. Okay, cool. Make that different comparison. 20 to 30 minutes. That's not bad. All right. Ages 8 plus, 2 to 4 players, 5 created, 98 backed. Awesome. And I actually did a Kickstarter critique for them previously, and then I guess they relaunched and did some things differently, and that was part of the reason why they picked this. Why they got another one was because they liked the suggestions that I made. So I know this one's not out; it just came out recently. But this one, let's make sure Blockers is out. Always want to make sure. Oh no, this one was okay. So this one, did this one get funded? Yes. Okay, so here it is. So let's make sure this is out. It's released. My new board game is live. I'm assuming so. The perfect Christmas gift. Okay, and there it is. It's right there. Fulfilled. Your journey is now over. Awesome. So we don't need to worry about that. It looks like they have one game in the pipeline, probably in the shipping process, and then this one. No issues with that. So can you do it? Is yes. They put out games before. I believe this is only their third game, but still, I feel comfortable. Yes. $15 to $21, and they got the conversion right there. Love that, $21. And did we have that on the main image? Let's go back up there. Oh no, it's 63rd. I'm never gonna be able to find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Maybe that. Just slap me that price right there, especially if you do both currencies. 18 God cards, 4 reference cards, 4 cardboard player pieces, 140 centimeter long board, 9 punch board tokens. So it's a cheaper game for a cheaper price. There's less components. I don't have an issue with that. Especially, I do like. This is about what I'd expect to pay this at Gen Con. Like, that's what I'm going here. I think that's reasonable. This is your journey of redemption. It is a bit light on the cards. 22 cards grand total. Little light. Definitely back the game. It's so much fun. There's a very strong possibility that it could be one of my top 10 games of 2021. Holy crap. That's a really high praise. That's, once again, I think one of the things that you need to focus on when you're doing quotes is not just the fluff. Like, this is pure fluff. Definitely back this game. Fluff. It's so much fun. Fluff. There could be a very strong possibility this could be the top 10 games of 2021. Fluff. Why? What aspect of the game? And I'm sure Frank and Dice mentioned, you know, the tense back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like that's more important than just the fluff, because you got to realize you're 63rd right now, which means if they're here, they might have looked through 10, 20, 62 other games. They want to know more about the game, less about just why, you know, the game's great. You know, at least I personally believe that. Langskip is a game that you'll find friends and family eager to replay. So they're spotlighting the replayability of it and the fact that they want to replay it. It's fun. So that quote, I actually do like that quote. Made in Britain, Dice Sports. I don't know what that is. Is that the people who make it? Is that like the manufacturer? Why is this important? Making in Britain means fulfillment internationally within 3 months. Oh, wow. Is that other one actually out then? That'd be cray-cray. Higher quality control. Oh, since it's made in... So they're spotlighting... Okay, so I need to get off my American glasses and say, oh, it's made in USA. They're saying made in Britain, which means you don't have to go through all the song and dance of spending $20,000 for a $5,000 shipping container because China's going to jack up the prices! And then apparently what's happening now is China is reeling, hey, people pay $20,000, we're just not going to lower the prices. So get bent. So that's, you know, this is appealing, and this is more appealing. And that... I like the fact that it's early. I think that's a good spot for it right there. I was going to say I like it higher, but quite honestly, that's great. Shipping in 3 months. I would almost mention that, like shipping before Christmas. That'd be cray-cray. Well, okay, we'll get there. Higher quality control. Transport from manufacturer to HQ is immune to delays because, yeah, this is all good stuff here. And I'll be honest with you, I love the fact they spotlighted that right there. That, once again, goes with the can you do it? Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Do I want it? I don't feel like the video sold it for me 100%. I feel like the artwork was funny. I like the artwork. I like the sense of humor. I need to know a little bit more about the game. But can you do it? Yes. Feel comfortable. And showing stuff like this, I think, just goes a long way. What is Langskip? It's a 2 to 4 player bluffing game. On your turn, you can use the power of the gods to guide you through the 4 realms quicker than your opponents by playing. So it's a race game, then. Is that correct? By playing one of the 2 cards in your hand. So draw 1, play 1, race style game. Okay. Fair enough. Still, the other player must choose whether to believe that you played the card you said or accused you of mischief and reveal the card for everyone to see. Now, this I think would be much... This right here is familiar. It sounds comfortable. It sounds fun. I'm excited to try this game more just from reading that one paragraph than the 2 minutes of theme that you put on me. So maybe interweaving a little bit more of that, or maybe... Because I did not get that. I did not get that it was like this cool little racing game, but I guess it does. You're racing to Valhalla. I don't know. It might just be my attention deficit hyper disorder and the fact that my kids were just screaming at each other a couple minutes ago. If your accusation is successful, you gain a mischief token. If you lie successfully without being accused, you gain a mischief token. Mischief tokens are used to make Loki and his children stronger, giving you neither a chance at arriving at Asgard first. Now this gets me excited. Will he be mischief, or will he keep everyone on the worthy path and reap the benefits of their ill deeds? Story, okay, get it, mentioned it in the video, but okay. What do I need? What do I need here? I have the price. I just need the shipping, I guess. But you alluded to the shipping right here. I need the pledge levels, I suppose. Is it just the 1521? I don't need more story. I really enjoyed this game. I love Vikings and I love Coup. So definitely get behind this. Great game. Love it. And there you go. I think I like this quote better than both the other quotes immediately. Coup is one of the most beloved games in our entire hobby. It's one of the best-selling games in our hobby, low-key, because it's dirt cheap, and it's the kind of game that when it gets played numerous times. You know, Coup has ascended to one of these evergreen games. You might not think about it, but it totally has. So this right here, you comparing Vikings and Coup, I'm in. Totally in. The futuristic garbage they got on it, like, whatever. Don't care. But this, if you're telling me it gives me a Coup feel, it scratches that itch, especially at 2 players, I'm very interested. Very interested. That's a great quote. So stretch goals. We're talking about stretch goals. I do like that. Is there just the 1 pledge level? Is it clean and simple? No, it's not. Okay. Stretch goals. If we reach the stretch goal, Bride Thor, an alternate card for Thor, will be added into the game. Cool. Based off the video. It's funny. Like it. It's an alternate artwork card, though. So here's the thing. I don't think this is a banger of a card. But granted, this might be such a... It might be such a finely tuned game that adding more cards to it, especially when you only have 18 cards, you know, it's like, you can't just throw in promo cards for Love Letter. You're not like, oh yeah, we got 4 more promo cards for Love Letter. Like, wait, that's a lot of cards. So I'm wondering if that's the case, but alternative art, I don't think it gets most people excited. I honestly think more people would be more excited if there was like card upgrades, component, box upgrades, something like that. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. So 2,500 pounds. No, that one's, yeah, it's not, is that euros? Looks like a yee. I don't remember. If we reach the stretch goal, Battle Freya, an ultimate card for Freya, will be added to the game. So this is alternate artwork once again. I don't know if that's the route to go. I don't know if that gets people excited. You know what? I'm gonna make a poll. What are some of your... I'm going to have the people rank their most exciting stretch goals. All alternate art stretch goals are not just different artwork. Each alternate card will also have a different card power as well. Holy crap! No, okay, take it back. Take backsies. Take backsies. I should read an alternate card... No, they should mention it there. Like, why mention it here when you can mention it there? Because gameplay gets me excited. Artwork, not so much. Now, there are people who buy games specifically for the artwork, but this is Kickstarter. Once again, you're 63rd right now on Kickstarter. I feel like the time of people just buying games for artwork is dying because there's just so much good artwork out there. But yeah, so I would maybe spotlight a little bit more alternate unlocked cards. Maybe even put that in the thing up here, like mention it there. Unlocked alternate, because this is not just a different card. It adds different gameplay, which is awesome. That's what I want. And you can choose to play with either one or the other, offering extra variety when you play. Excellent. Alternate card mechanisms will be revealed once play tested thoroughly. I like that as well. I like the fact you're very upfront. You say, hey, we don't know exactly what it's going to be. We're making sure it doesn't break the game. That's good to know. This is going to be appealing to both casual and hardcore gamers. There's a lot of strategy in this game, despite there only being 18 cards. Yes, micro game, yes. So 15, 21. I'm just 20 to 30 minutes. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not. So was that shipping? Was that the shipping right there? Did I just skip past it? Dang it. All right. So this is how to play. Okay, so here we go. We got the stretch goals. How to play. Play a card from your hand, face down on the discard pile. Say what card you played, or lie about which card you played. I played a Fenrir. Lie. I played a Freya. Perform the action that the card that you said played if you were lying and no one calls mischief on you by the next... So this is clean. Like, this is great. Because a lot of times, you see these how to play, they're long. They're lengthy, and there's like 18 pictures. And it's just like, I don't feel like most people want to go through this. This is clean. This is clear. I say, okay, I got a feel for how the game works. Excellent picture. What can happen before and after your turn? I still want the shipping, though. Once a card... Because you bragged about the shipping. Actually, unless it's listed in here. Let's see. I doubt it is. That generally is something... Oh my god, it's there! Be still, my beating heart. So I love that. That is typically something you only see in different parts of Kickstarter. You don't typically see that in here, and I would honestly mention that a little. I would mention it right here. Shipping is shipping calculated in the pledge area. Arrow right there, because that's something we don't typically see on board games. I would spotlight that a little bit. That's awesome. I mean, it's just it's a nice convenience, and it gets me clicking over here. Like I'm one step closer to buying now just because I clicked over there. So how to play, awesome rulebook PDF. Hopefully there's a video as well. Easy, almost no setup, and quick gameplay. A perfect gateway game and a perfect game to bring on trips due to its size. Okay, setup and easy. Okay. All right, I had a ton of fun playing it. This one will sit in my collection next to Kings of Space and Time and Coup. Once again, we're mentioning Coup. That's a big thing. I personally like the artwork, but at the end of the day, you can have a good-looking game, but if it's not fun to play, you won't be able to enjoy that artwork because you won't play it as much. Yeah, absolutely. I see a lot of games that are like that. I'm going to guess it's a super short rule booklet. Yes, excellent. Super short. So I'm almost wondering, if... Okay, so no, there's a board. Okay, so pledge levels, and here we go. We got the pledge levels, 15, 21, converted. Like it, because once again, most of the people that are going to back you are going to be from the United States of America. Let's check out the community. 84 people. Oh, it doesn't actually give us specific details. That's odd. Maybe you have to hit a certain threshold. Because normally it would list out... Whoa, there it is. I'm just blind. So UK, bucking the trend. So that tells me one thing really, really good, which is you are promoting to your fan base, your core, people around you really well, but you're not promoting so much to other people. Because typically United States, #1 with a bullet, not the case here. Let's see. The top there is not even one in the top 10 here. Surprise. Okay. So that tells me that we need to focus on maybe marketing this a little bit better. Facebook, Twitter, that sort of thing. Just getting the word out a little bit more, especially when you have reviewers who are throwing around the word coup. Like, as soon as you start throwing around the word coup, that's a big thing to throw around. You got 2 reviewers throwing around the words coup. That's big. All right, so we got the shipping, combined game and shipping price guide. Oh, this is so pretty. This is so beautiful. They converted it to the currencies. I love it. Look at this. Why can't it always look like this? Oh, I'm in the United States of America. Easy peasy lemon squeeze at $30. Okay. I think that's a bit high, but I understand that part of the appeal of this is the fact that it's not shipping from China, and it's going to be here quickly, I guess that would be. Okay. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? I feel like all those are answered to a certain extent. The gameplay, I would like to see a gameplay video. Hopefully that's further down here. I saw you had Unfiltered Gamer. I saw you had other people. Disclaimer about Kickstarter exclusive items and Langskip. In short, there aren't any. Everyone who backs Langskip or Kickstarter will receive the same game as buyers, so we're just making the game better. The campaign is fear of missing out free. One way to go. I don't know if it's the best way. I know a lot of people like it. I know a lot of people don't like it. This one was really quite fun. I like this one a lot. You can get your family there. You can sit down with some friends and they can get into and learn this game quite fast. Once again, I feel like we're not focusing enough on the actual, gameplay a little bit. So, the deluxe wooden board. $70. That is, oh man. This is not going to be a popular pledge level, I don't believe, if it's still 18 cards. Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. I need to keep scrolling, because this makes me puke when I see $70. This, different story. And oh my, good gravy. And we have a special shipping section for that. Top notch. Excellent. Okay. So, and this opens, everything's inside of this box. Is that how this works? Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So you immediately have to look at this as a premium item. You immediately have to look at this as the kind of thing that you would set out on your, like the peg game. You see it like Cracker Barrel. Like, this is the kind of thing. Oh my god, with the latch. Stop it with the latch. Oh, that's okay. So we're looking at a different price point. This makes me puke $70. This, I say, all right, I'm going to have this, in theory, forever. You know, if you really, like, let's pretend this was Coup. Like, I really love Coup. I'm going to have this game out. Like, it's just, so you look at it from a different perspective. $70, custom wooden, once in a, like, this is going to be something that you're probably going to get here and never again, really. Maybe. So, okay, I can see that. I still think $70 for a micro game is a bit expensive, but it's a custom wooden board, so all bets are off on that. So, and I do like they did the shipping. I got no issues with this, but I'm very curious to see which one of these are more popular, because this is not typically what you see. It's not typically like, hey, I got this 18-card micro game. Get the $70 whale that we put in a custom wooden box. I'm not against that, and I'm very excited to see how many people take it, but it's very unusual. All right, let's get to it. Hop on the Langskip. This tier allows you to support the campaign. If you don't fancy getting anything, every backer helps immensely, so there's 10 people who want to help you out. Awesome. Print and play, 5 backers. Okay. Get a copy of Langskip, which includes the things. So we have, how many people here? 51 backers have taken the regular version of the game. And then for the $70 one, or the 50 pounds, I think it is, 13 backers have taken it. And okay, it's a very limited quantity thing. I don't have an issue with that at all, actually. Okay, so yeah, this is like, I maybe spotlight that a little bit more. This is a extra exclusive limited edition wooden, and I think you probably should have mentioned this a little bit earlier. You know, if I want to support you, or if I love the idea of this game, or I love your artwork, and I love Vikings, and I love Coup, and I got disposable income, am I going to think twice about a $70 game on Kickstarter? Pfft, no, not even twice. So I would mention this a little bit earlier. I would maybe spotlight that. At least tease us. Oh, the custom wooden, because that's cool. That's really, and that shot right there, that's a great shot right there. I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't there. You know, I wish it was larger, instead of in the frame. But still, okay. For this pledge, along with receiving the base game, you'll receive a deluxe wooden board. Each wooden board, which doubles as a box, is completely bespoke. I don't know what that means. And handmade. Still, it's perfect travel size, light yet sturdy, and beautiful. Okay, so here's what I would do with this shot. If it really is that small and everything, I like right now I don't see. What's up, Rob? I don't see the size of it. Okay, so I kind of do with the hand, but put this next to another box. Put this next to something else, so I can really. Is this now a Coup size box? The wooden piece? Like, what is the actual size of it? Because I just would like to know. If you and your family or group like these short, sweet bluffing games with a nice little gameplay loop that plays fast, I think you'll like Langskip. Okay, so now we're mentioning bluffing gameplay loop. A nice little gameplay loop. Okay, I don't know what that means. It doesn't sound great. Like, as a reviewer, I see that and I say, that's an interesting thing. All right, so add-ons. Included shipping. Is this an extra version? Is this an extra game? I think, right? That's an extra game. Maybe just clarify a little bit more what this is, because this could be a poster, this could be a playmat, but I think it's the game. So for an extra game, $17, so you're actually going to save a little bit of money when you buy more. Awesome. That's great. I love seeing that. So includes shipping. Oh, that includes shipping. Oh, wow. That is really banging. That's awesome. So $23 for the other game. So this apparently is out. And for the first game, $23. So like it. This puts a twist on the classic game of BS as you race to the finish line. It works as a good filler game that will be easy to teach and quick to play. I like that. Once again, comparing it to another game, BS, I can teach anybody BS. I like that quote. Additional shipping information dispatched by November 21. If you were back from my last campaign, you will know that we fulfill quickly. So, wow, I didn't even check, but that one actually is out. Great. And this campaign is no exception. I plan for every backer to have their copy of Langskip by the end of November. I have demonstrated that this isn't only achievable, but easily deliverable. So here is something I think we should lean in on a little bit here. The price I still do think is a bit high for a micro game, but I understand why. They're doing their shipping and their manufacturing local. For them, it's local. So I understand that price difference. But the fact that this is going to be to you before Christmas, I would mention that. Because the thing is, when I see that, I'm very skeptical. I say, really? But then you come back and you say, we already did it. Like, we had a game up this summer. People already got their game. We know how to do it. And that, I would spotlight that maybe just a little bit more, because that's really cool. Like, that's great. And nobody else is doing that. You know, I check out tons of Kickstarter. Nobody's like, yeah, we're shipping this out in the next 3 months. That's a thing you got. Lean on it. Reduce shipping costs. Additionally, I've decided to take the hit for part of the shipping costs for each region to make it more accessible for everyone anywhere. Shipping is very expensive and unpredictable at this moment. And yeah, I thought the shipping was pretty decent, considering the fact that it's coming not from the United States of America. So maybe lean into that a little bit more too, but I don't know. I don't know where you put it. Friendly shipping. Finally, I cover this more in detail, the risks and challenges, but I'm continuing to provide friendly shipping. And this is kind of why I love when you make a Kickstarter personal. Because I want to talk about what I just said there. These are things that I think are great to lean on, but in the style video that you have, where it's theme, gameplay, components, like, it's kind of hard to mention that. Whereas if it's more of a personal touch, if he's like, hey, I designed this game, you know, I love the Viking theme, the crazy artwork, and we're going to be taking a bit out of the shipping. We have this crazy thing we do where we're shipping in the UK with this company right here. Our last project we had out in 3 months, and we're going to be doing the same thing, so it'll be out before you, but Christmas. Like, little things like that, I feel like would have been better mentioned in the video than leaning so heavily into the theme. But these are still great to have. Like, these are spectacular. Like, we're splitting hairs at this point. This looks good. Langskip is a funny bluffing game with a nice twist. The game plays smoothly, and bluffing is always fun. Langskip is a Nordic-themed microgame with a difference. It's a game involving bluffing, deceit, as much as card play. Okay, don't like that quote. Okay, so finally we get to the medias. How to play? Is this a gameplay?
Next to Kings of Space and Time. So, for instance, if I played a Valhalla.
Okay, so this is it says review, it says preview. Make your mind up here, Harry Game Lords. Game preview. Is there just a gameplay? That's all I want. Gameplay and overview. Bingo, bango, bongo. I'd put that one on top.
The description.
Awesome. Yeah. So this looks like exactly what I want. I think. Yeah, it's a gameplay. Because I feel like that's what people want. They want how to play. They want a gameplay. And what I think is up there, I don't know. I'm gonna shut up. Okay, so we got lots of videos here. Awesome. And that makes sense. We've had quotes littered. An absolutely great game from Crabsuit Games. Really quick game and really fun game to play with some friends. So I hate that quote. It's a great game. Like, I get it's a great game, but you need to tell us more. And once again, I don't put that on OMG Nexus. I put that on them. You know, throw some dots. I love the bluffing aspect or something. Meet the staff. Illustration. Animation. Caitlin banged it there. Did spectacular. Love the artwork. Love the video. I felt like the video matched the artwork perfectly. It was great. Spectacular. Game design and development. Okay, so that's a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd that you yourself are spotlighting the artwork before the gameplay. That worries me a bit. Just worries me a bit. It's like, which one's more important? There's a very simple answer here. It's the game design. But hey, whatevs. Game design, development, composer, producer for the video, I'm assuming. Voice actor, real-life Viking. Okay. Cool. Environmental commitment, sustainable distribution. What is this? All copies of Langskip will be produced in the UK. This means that instead of the games polluting the waters and skies for 2 months on a freight ship, it is instead picked up by myself in my own car and driven just an hour to its destination. That's awesome. And that explains why they're shipping it so fast. Love that. And I love this. You know what? The more I think about this, I really like this. I really like this whale over here. Because if you have people who want to support you, have something like that. And if you're just making 20 of them, that's fine. That's awesome. So, let's check out the FAQs, the updates, the comments. And they've moved the risk section. It used to be on the bottom of campaign. Now it's over here. I don't know. Do people still... I feel like people still don't care. Let me know. Do you still not care about the risk section? Have you ever cared about the risk section? I think Kickstarter could put it first, and I would still scroll past it. I don't really care, but let's check it out. As this time is now my third game, I feel like I've nailed down what it takes to be a Kickstarter and deliver on the product. Yada, yada, yada. I've dealt with shipping wooden products before. Okay. You know what? Okay, what else? I've never checked out the risks. I don't know why I'm pretending to care now. Is VAT included in the price? Good one. Yes. Awesome. There's a discrepancy in shipping for UK's backers. Which one is correct? The shipping that Kickstarter tells you when pledging is correct. The graphic will be updated on Monday once UK Games Expo has finished. Understand that. If it's updated, I'd get rid of this. No. Will there be a pledge manager for the sake of speed and simplicity? No. I don't have an issue with that. What else are you going to get on the add-ons, really? You know, it's games, it's extra games, or previous games. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bride Thor unlocked. Find out which god is getting an alternative art mechanic variant next. You've been cordially invited to Thor's wedding. So let's take a look at these updates. So there's 84 backers. We have 2 comments on the first update. Let's see, because we're always checking the comments. 4 comments here, 10 comments here. All right, so let's check it out. Got a picture of the artwork, spotlight. That is really good artwork. The alternate mechanic, the Bride Thor, is in final stage of playtesting this week, and I'll reveal it before the end of the campaign, which is just 6 days away. Thank you so much for reaching the first stretch goal so quickly. Maybe mention here, just what you're even working on. I think that'd be cool as well. What ideas are you throwing around for the alternate thing, I guess. Because once again, I don't really feel like I have a good feel for the different gods' powers, but again, if I clicked on the videos, I might. Caitlin, the artist for Langskip, and I have been racking our heads about this for a while, but the UK's Game Expo this week and a couple of playtesters came up with some really cool mechanic ideas relating to Freya. So we thought, why not use them? Again, those abilities will playtest the next couple of weeks, but it's safe to say our next stretch goal will be for Battle Freya. Cool. I don't mind that. Some people are going to say they're not the biggest fan of mentioning that sort of thing, but I personally like the transparency. Like, yeah, we listened to people. They said that this would be super cool if Freya could do this. We're like, yeah, damn right, that'd be super cool. We have a stretch goal. Let's mush these 2 bad boys together, and I like the fact you're telling us about it. What do you think of Battle Freya? Comment down below what you think of this card idea. Your feedback is immensely important. Comment down below on what you think of this card idea. So here's the problem. I love the fact you're asking me a question, but what are you actually asking me? Comment down below on what you think of this card idea. You didn't tell us the card idea. You just said they came up with some cool mechanic ideas related to Freya. So what are we commenting on? I revealed it before the end of the campaign. So let's see. Bride Thor looks fit. Congrats on reaching the first stretch goal. Excited to see Battle Freya. Yeah, so... Yeah. I like, honestly, you asked a question, which I always recommend, but I don't know I don't know how I answer it, which I think is not good. So let's check out this one. A very godly thank you. I love that artwork. Hello, Vikings. We are really fun as of early days. Started. And this is probably why it's such a short campaign to hopefully get on the buzz of the UK Game Expo. Makes sense why it's so localized in that area as well. And we are already close to the first stretch goal. Meet the team behind the game. So let's down to business. Help me with my next stretch goal. You guys were already so good with coming up with the really cool Bride Thor mechanics. On top of that, oh wow, did you ask in the last chat to get involved with the Bride Thor mechanics? Because that's awesome. What would you think a Bride Thor's powers should be? And yeah, we have people commenting. Awesome. And that's excellent. And you might say, 10 comments, that's still not that much. But the bottom line is, I've seen projects with hundreds, thousands of backers. They didn't get 10 comments. So 10 comments shows me you're trying, which is all you need. Because here's the bottom line. Let's look at it from this perspective. 10 out of 84 comments. Granted, they piped in there, but still, that would be 100 comments if we were at 840. So as this company continues to grow, I like how they're handling the updates. I think even though you might not be getting as the amazing results you might be hoping, but you got to realize 10 out of 84 people, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So then you got the next one, 4 and 10. Let's check it out. We asked you about the previous one. If you'd like to get a better idea of what each card does, download the rulebook from the Kickstarter page. And there, I think, is a little bit of the disconnect. Because I said, I don't know what I even put. Because I don't feel like maybe you spotlighted the gods and what they specifically do maybe enough. I don't know. Let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. But like that one Freya question, I don't know. So let's see. Is there a question here? Just wanted to finish by saying thank you once again. It's crazy we've funded so quickly. Let's keep on doing. We only have 7 days left to go. Hey, dude, congratulations. Congratulations. It was great to meet you at UK Gaming Expo. So once again, you didn't ask a question. You did get a couple of people saying congratulations. At the end of the day, I always think it's a good idea to ask questions. And I do want to see this. Okay, never mind. So, comments. So excited for Battle Freya. Out on guards. Freya is the one that deserves a badass alternate card. Congratulations on funding and reaching this next stretch goal. Agreed. I like your game very much. I'm glad you really know the myths. Thank you for this game. So here's... So what else do I want here? So let's do a final grade. A through F. Do I want it? I feel like that's honestly the weakest thing here. I don't feel like I ever got a concrete enough opinion of the game without clicking on a gameplay video. I do see the general loop, as someone put it. You have 2 cards, you play 1 card, you put it face down, the person decides if you're playing BS or not. I like that. I like that aspect. I think that maybe should have been leaned on a little bit more in the video. Also, day 4 of 9, once again, let me know in the comments below, do you care when I see that, it generally means that there's like daily unlocks or something like that. But then again, Simon's kind of just conditioned me to think that. But I think a price would be good here. I think maybe mentioning your shipping before Christmas, like that's cool. Stocking stuffer. This is a stocking stuffer right here. Maybe lean into that a little bit. 30, But at the end of the day, do I want it? I think was the weakest. Because can you do it? Yes. And you talked a lot about the shipping and how you're going to do that. And I thought that area was excellent. How much is it? I think it's a bit high. But I understand with the shipping, the way you're doing the shipping, you're subverting having to deal with all the Chinese shipping issues that we're having right now. So the price, I think, is reasonable if you look at it from that perspective. So in the end, I'm going to give this a B+. I think Langskip is a rock-solid Kickstarter. I think I would be very interested to know what kind of marketing is going on for this. Because, once again, going back to the community, like, that's crazy to me. Like, I have never seen one like this, except when the shipping is just absolutely god-awful in the United States. Like, there was a board gaming table that was a couple months ago where it was that way, but it was because it cost insane amount to ship to U.S., which tells me that maybe something in the marketing needs to be tweaked a little bit more, because you got the UK Game Expo, and you can see this, and that's great. Like, that makes you feel good. Like, the fact that, you snatched up 40 people from there, but how are you going to interact with the rest of the world? And that's a great question. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Because for me, if I were in this position, I don't have a big budget to advertise this. How do you do it? I think you got to be on Twitter. I think you got to be on Facebook. I mean, you got to be using hashtags. But even then, you're essentially just screaming into a well. I don't know. But in the end, I think this is a pretty well-run Kickstarter. I especially like that shipping section. That is Langskip, a travel-sized bluffing game where you use your powers of the gods to compete against each other. Vikings precept Valhalla. It looks like my cup of tea. Might be your cup of tea. Be sure to check out that Kickstarter link down below. Also, if you're interested in having a Fiverr done, or a Kickstarter critique done on yours, be sure to click on that Fiverr link down below. And as always, go out, have yourself a spectacular day, and try not to be too hard on your loved ones. I did that today. I was way too hard on one of my sons. It was just like, I feel so bad about it now, and now I'm going to go try and make up for it. But hopefully, you don't do the same thing today. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.